Hi friends, this is Gautam. In this video tutorial, I am going to discuss about introduction to Ethernet. We can see. So Ethernet is not a single protocol but an entire collection of different standards. So in networking, if you are saying standard means so that protocol will support on all the vendors like Cisco, Juniper, Huawei, CTS, Aruba, so like that. So these standards come from the IEEE. So the IEEE expansion is Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, and all of them starts with 802.3 in their name. So whenever we can discuss any layer 2 protocols, so we can layer 2 protocols, it starts from IEEE. So in case the protocol is standard means definitely it should start with IEEE, like that. So here the standards come from the IEEE and all of them starts with 802.3 in their name. So Ethernet is the dominant choice for LAN. So for LAN network is a dominant choice. So there are many different standards with the speed of 10 megabits per second up to 100 gigabits per second. So here is an overview with some popular Ethernet standards. So here we can see 10 megabits per second. So commonly we can say Ethernet, and informal name is 10 base -T. So the IEEE standard is 802.3. So what cable we can use? Unshielded two-stepper cable, maximum distance of 100 meter. Next one, 100 megabits per second. So we can call it as a fast Ethernet port. So if it's fast Ethernet port means the bandwidth capacity is 100 megabits per second. So informal name is 100 base -T and IEEE standard is 802.3 U. So here also we can use unshielded two-stepper cable and maximum distance of 100 meter. So next one, 100,000 megabits per second. So we can call it as common name as gigabit Ethernet. So informal name is 1000 base -LX. So the IEEE standard is 802.3 EZ. So we can use fiber here and 5000 meter distance. So next one again 1000 megabits per second. So that one also we can call it as a gigabit Ethernet. So this time this gigabit Ethernet and this gigabit Ethernet. So the difference is here we can use fiber, here we can use copper cable. So 1000 base -T is a copper and 1000 base -LX we can use fiber. So the standard is different. Here we can see 802.3 EAB. So we can use unshielded two-stepper cable, maximum 1000 meter. So next one, 10 GPS. So 10 GP, 10 gigabit Ethernet. So common name, and we can informal name is 10 base -T. So IEEE standard is 802.3 AN. So here we can use unshielded two-stepper cable and maximum distance of 100 meters. So this all comes under single protocol Ethernet but different standards. So that's why here we can see Ethernet is not a single protocol but entire collection of different standards. So these standards come from the IEEE and all of them starts with 802.3 in their name. Okay, so next one, we can see this is an example scenario. So on the physical layer there are different cable options and different speeds. So for physical layer we have different cable options and different speeds. So physical layer cables comes under OSI layer, physical layer. Here we can see, here I am using 10 megabits per second is a different speed. Here I can use unshielded two-stepper cable. Here the port speed is 10 GP. So here I am using fiber cable and here the speed is 1000, and cable I am using unshielded two-stepper. Here I am using 100 megabits per second. So that's why I'm saying in first point, on the physical layer there are different cable options and different speeds. One of the advantage of Ethernet, however, is that it use the same data link layer standard. So they can use same data link layer standards. So you can mix different Ethernet standards in your network. So in our network we can mix different Ethernet standards. So one port we can use it as a Ethernet port, and another port we can use a gigabit Ethernet port, and another port we can use as a fast Ethernet port. So that is the meaning for this point. So above we can see three hosts that are connected to two switches using different Ethernet standards. So three hosts are connected to different switches, different two switches with a different Ethernet standard and as well as speed. So the connection between the switches is 10 gigabits per second fiber connection. So switch to switch we can use 10 gigabits, and we are using fiber connection. So this network will able to forward Ethernet frames even though we mix different standards. So even though we are using different standards, we can able to forward the frames. So that point only I mentioned here. So Ethernet will describes both physical and data link layer, because in Ethernet port comes under layer 2 and cables comes under physical layer. So that's why Ethernet describes the physical and data link layer. So next to one, physical layer. There are two cables we can use for Ethernet. So in physical layer, mainly we can use two cables used for Ethernet. So one is unshielded two-step pair cable and another one is a glass fiber. So UTP is a copper and glass fiber is a fiber cable. Okay, so UTP cable use copper. So unshielded two-step pair cable is a copper used to transmit an electrical signal. So used to transmit electrical signal. So the advantage of UTP is cheap and easy to work. So one of the disadvantage for UTP cable is maximum distance we can use 100 meter only. So you can see this image. So this is the unshielded two-step pair cable. So everyone can see this cable in production network. Okay, to use an electrical signal to transmit data, we need two things. So unshielded cable use copper to transmit an electrical signal. So if you use electrical signal to transmit data, we need two things. One is electrical circuit and another one is something to communicate 1 or 0 to the other side. Okay, to create an electrical circuit, we use two wires inside the UTP cable to create a loop, so which allows electricity to flow. So you can see this image. To create an electrical circuit, we use two wire inside the UTP cable to create a loop, so which allows electricity to flow. So to send data between two devices, we need an encoding scheme. So if you want to send data between two devices, we need an encoding scheme. For an example, when we want to send a 1, we send a high voltage. When we want to send a low voltage, we have to send 0. So when both the device use the same encoding scheme, then only they can exchange the data. So one issue with electricity when sending it through a wire is that we can get EMI. So EMI means electromagnetic interference. So one issue with electricity when sending it through a wire is that we can get EMI, electromagnetic interference. So the twisting the cable helps to cancel most of the EMI between the wire pairs. So this is also known as crosstalk. So in production network, you can see in that LAN cable we can twist it. So why we can twist it means to avoid the electromagnetic interference. So for that reason only we are twisting the cables. So we can say as a crosstalk. So here we can see this is a diagram for unshielded two-step pair cable. So inside we have 4 pairs, totally 8 cable, and each pair, so 2 cables are 1 pair. So they are twisted. So as you can see above, the UTP cable has a 4 wire pairs with 2 wires each. So each wire pair has 2 matching colors. For an example, blue, blue white, orange, orange white, like that. On the end of the UTP cable, we use an RJ45 connector. So at the end of this UTP cable, we can use RJ45 connector. So here we can see this is the RJ45 connector. In that RJ45 connector only we can insert that cable. So the RJ45 connector has a 8 spot where the wires can be inserted. There are eight spots are there, so we can insert that wire. So that one we can call it as a pin. Here we can see totally 4 pair, each pair have 2 cable, 2 wire. So it will be inserted into the RJ45 connector. So this one, each and every wire we can call it as a pin. So we count the pin number from left to right, looking at the bottom of the RJ45 connector. So we can count that pin number from left to right, looking at the bottom of the RJ45 connector. Here we can see 1 to 8. Okay, next one, the cable with the connectors is then connected to the network interface card. So unshielded two-stepper cable, at the end we can connect the connector, RJ45 connector. Then afterwards that cable should be connected to the network interface card of our system, either laptop or desktop. You have LAN port, so in that LAN port you can connect that cable, or in switch also you can connect that port. Here we can see network interface card or a switch port. So this port we can say as a network interface card. In your laptop, if you have this port, means we can say network interface card, and in a switch, if you have this port, now we can mention as a switch port. Okay, next one, the order of the wires in the RJ45 connector is important. So the order of the wires in the RJ45 connector is very important. There are two options are there: T568A model, T568B model. So if both end are T568 model or T568B model, means that should be a straight through cable. One end should be an T568A model and another one should be an T568B model, means that is a crossover cable. So we can discuss further about the topics. Okay, straight through cable, 10 base-T and 100 base-T. Both use only 2 wire pair in a UTP cable. So 10 base-T means Ethernet port, 100 base-T means fast Ethernet port. So if both use only 2 wire pair, they are using 2 wire pair in a UTP cable. So in UTP cable we have 4 wire pair, they can use only 2 wire pair. So one for transmission and other for receiving. Here is an example of computer that is connected to a switch. So this is an example. Okay, so on the left side we use orange white wires to transmit data, pin 1 and 2, and green white wires, pin 3 and 6, are used to receive the data. So in left side in PC, so pin number 1 and 2, orange white plus orange, pin number 1 and 2 is used to transmit the data, and pin number 3 is green white, and pin number 6 is green. So using this pair they are using to receive the data on which side, means on PC side. So on the other end is a switch. So we receive the data on the orange white wires, pin 1 and 2. So on other end is a switch. So pin number 1 and 2, orange white orange, is used to receive the data, and transmit on green white wires, pin 3 and 6 is used for transmitting the data. So here we can see green white, so using to transmit the data. So in PC side 1 and 2 is used for transmitting data. On the other side in switch 1 and 2 is used to receiving the data. So on PC side pin number 3 and 6 is used to receiving the data, on other side of switch pin 3 and 6 is used to transmit the data. So just opposite. So this is an T568B model. So it starts with orange white orange, green white blue, blue white green, brown white brown. So these are this color coding is T568B model. So we can call this straight through cable. So we can call this as a straight through cable, because here we can see both end we are using same color coding, and the both ends are connected to 1 to 1. Okay, so next one, crossover cable. So what if we want to connect two switches to each other? If both of them are transmit on pin 3 and 6, we get a collision on the wire. So in PC 1 and 2 is used to transmit the data, but in switch pin number 3 and 6 is transmit the data. If both end, it should be a switch. They can use the same pin 3 and 6 to send the data. It will get a collision on that wire. So for that reason, to make sure we send and receive on correct pin, we use different type of cable called crossover cable. So we can send and receive on the correct pin. So correct pin, so we can send the data. So we can use different type of cables. So that one we can say as crossover cable. So here we can see this is a T568A model. So it start with green, white, green. In case if we start with orange, white, orange means is a T568B model, and this one is a T568A model. So the UTP cable is still the same, but one end of the cable we have the wires in different order in RJ45 connector like this. So as I said mentioned earlier, one end should be in T568 model and another end should be in T568B model, means it's a crossover. So the color coding will be different. If the color starts with green, white, green means T568A model. If the color coding starts with orange, white, orange means it's a T568B model. Okay, here an example of two switches with crossover cable. So two switches with crossover cable. This one is a T568B model. This one is a model. Here we can see color coding is different. Okay, the pins in the RJ45 connector are now crossed like this. So left switch pin 1 and 2. So left switch pin 1 and right switch, the color coding is a pin 3. So here we can see here 1, here 3. So here pin 2. So here left switch pin 1 is a orange white. The same color is on right switch is third pin. Here we can see orange white. So likewise I mentioned here pin 1, the same color on right switch is pin 3. Pin 2, here pin 6. Pin 3, pin 1. So likewise. Okay, next one, modern switches don't care if you use straight through or crossover cable. They use something called auto MDIX to figure out what cable you send and use the correct wires automatically. So in modern switches, in switch to switch, even though if you are connecting straight through cable, so if you are configuring auto-MDIX, so it automatically change that, even though you are using straight through cable, but logically it will works like a crossover cable. So for that reason we can use this feature auto-MDIX. Okay, next one, cable selection. So in which scenario I can use straight through cable and crossover cable. So something to keep in mind is that computers, printers, server, access point, router. So such access point uses pin 1 and 2 to transmit data and 3 and 6. So routers, computers, printers, access point, server, they can use 1 and 2 to transmit the data. For switches they can use 3 and 6 pin used to transmit the data. So you can remember this one. So here is an overview with the different device and the cable types you should use. So here we can see PC to switch straight through cable, switch to switch crossover cable, PC to PC crossover cable, and router to router crossover cable, and router to switch straight through cable, and router to PC crossover cable. So if you want to remember this one, I will tell you one easy method. So just consider group 1 router, computer, server, printer, access point, and group 2 switch hub. So if group 1 to group 2, if you are connecting now, you can use straight through cable. So within that group itself you are connecting now, so you can use crossover cable. Okay, next one, 1000 base -T. This is a gigabyte Ethernet copper. cable. So in that example above, we had two wire pair. So we can see 10 base -T and 100 base -T. That is Ethernet and fast Ethernet. We can use two wire pair. One is for transmitting and another one is used for receiving. But in 1000 base -T, in the example above, we had two wire pair. One for transmission and other one for receiving. So in gigabit Ethernet, however, use all four pair. So in gigabit Ethernet, we can use all four wire pairs. So instead of using different wire pair for transmission and receiving, it is able to transmit and receive simultaneously on each wire pair. So here we can see the pin layout in RJ45 connector is same, but we use additional wires. So 1000 base -T, simultaneously they will send and receive the data. Here we can see transmit and receive data, and they will use four wire pair. Okay, next one is a fiber cabling. So instead of electrical signal, we can transmit light from one end to another through glass or plastic. So that one only we can say as a fiber lightning speed. So one of the advantage is that there is a less signal loss over long distance. So with the UTP cable, unshielded two-stepper cable, maximum distance we can use 100 meter only. But in fiber cable allow you the distance up to many kilometer and miles. So you also don't have any issue with EMI, electromagnetic interference. So most switches have a lot of regular ports for UTP cables and few hot swappable slots also there. Here we can see these ports are regular UTP cable ports, LAN port. So some of the ports are swappable slots. So insert in this slot you can insert the SFE. So in case if you are connecting fiber, definitely you can use SFE. So you can insert the SFE. So you can decide either you can use copper or fiber. So here we can see in this example diagram, I am using fiber. So one fiber cable is used for transmission and another one is used for receiving end. Okay friends, I hope you can understand the introduction to Ethernet concept. So next video session we can see part 2 for introduction to Ethernet concept. So in part 1, if you have any queries, means please ping me in the below comment section. I will reply to your queries, and subscribe my channel for further updates, and thank you for watching my video. Thank you friends.